Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and what I did to get hired at Sephora. So if you're interested in this video, then please keep watching. So the first thing I'm going to advise you to do is literally stalk that location, girl. Okay, wait. Hear me out. I don't literally mean go to that store and stalk all the managers and the associates that work there. I mean, what you want to do is go on Indeed.com or Sephora.com or Snagajob.com and see if that specific location is hiring or if they're opening up a new location around your area. Indeed and Sephora both have this thing where you can look or get notified when new job postings come out in the specific criteria of what you searched for. So basically, as soon as I found out that my location was opening up, I put my application in right then and there. So stalking in that way is better than making an absolute fool out of yourself at the store. It is kind of a rarity that Sephora is actually hiring. And even if they are hiring, think about it. So many people want to work at Sephora that they get tons and tons of qualified applicants all the time. So if you do that, or if you apply to a new store that's opening with a whole bunch of positions, then your chances are gonna be skyrocketed. So apart from a new store opening, the other best times to apply for Sephora is around seasonal, holiday, when they are looking for temporary positions that can also lead to permanent hire. I would say the best advice that I can give you as far as getting a job at Sephora is to keep your options open. Sometimes they'll be hiring for positions that you weren't necessarily interested in or wasn't your first choice, or sometimes they'll be hiring, like I said, for seasonal positions. And I feel like it's better to get your foot in the door than to just wait for your actual position with your actual circumstance to become available. A lot of our seasonal employees that we had this past holiday, we kept, and now they're in color, whereas they started off as a cashier, they started off as a seasonal operations, And Sephora is the type of company that if you make it known that you want to be somewhere, then they will put you in that. A major key to getting a job at Sephora is to have retail experience. I feel like they won't even look at your application if you don't have retail experience. The next thing I would say is to be available. Keep your schedule open, because they can literally call you one day and ask you to come in that next day for an interview. Like me, that's exactly what they did. They called me at 9:30 at night and they asked me if I could be in the city in Manhattan at 10 o'clock the next morning, and I honestly had no choice. I had to say yes. Like, I wanted the job that bad. So as far as the interview process, I don't care what anybody else says, black is played out, blah blah, whatever. Dress in all black, girl, because what they're looking is to see that you did your research and that you follow the rules. And also black, our uniform is black and red, so they want to kind of see how you're going to look in the uniform. Also, even if you're not applying for a color position, beat your face. Okay, beat your face. It's a makeup store. They want to see that you can apply makeup and also that you know what you're doing. Now, if you're applying for a color position, be ready to beat somebody's face. Be ready to apply makeup on somebody. Be ready to do a demo. Now, they might ask you to bring a model. For my interview, they didn't, but they could. It's not something that I've never heard before. Also, my interview was a little bit different than the typical interview at Sephora. I had a one-on-one interview with my manager, whereas a lot of the times it'll be a group interview, and if they really like you, they'll ask you to come back and do a demo one-on-one or with the group. It obviously varies between locations, between stores. My interview was in the city at Sephora University. Your interview was probably going to be in a store, most likely, if it's not a new store opening. Now, I'm going to do an entirely separate video, if requested, on the actual demo piece where I go through specifically and visually every single thing that they're gonna look for in the demo, but I'll just kind of give you the rundown. Hygiene, first and foremost. They want to know that your brushes are clean, that you sanitize your hands in front of the client, that you wipe off the surface of all your products, use good hygiene and good practices when it comes to applying makeup and skincare on your client. They want to see that you're introducing yourself, that you're engaging the client, that you're asking probing questions, appropriate questions about their skin, about their skincare routine, about what they're looking for. Sometimes they'll give you exactly what they want you to do. So sometimes, or most of the time, it'll be convert a daytime look into a nighttime look. Or sometimes they just want to see that you are asking your client what they're looking for and giving the client what they need based on their skin type, based on what they're looking for, if they use skincare, if they don't use skincare, if they have oily skin, dry skin, combination skin. So you gotta ask all those questions, and then it gets harder. You gotta pick the products according to what they told you. So like I said, my interview wasn't at an actual store, so they kind of had a few products like laying out for me to choose from. But if you're in a store, they might do that, or they might actually tell you to go on the sales floor and pick out the products. So you definitely have to be familiar with what Sephora sells and which products are for what type of client. So I know this sounds like super intimidating right now, and they're definitely not looking for you to be perfect. They're not looking for you to know everything. Obviously, you're not working at Sephora yet, so you're not gonna be like as knowledgeable as somebody who is already working at Sephora, but you kind of just fake it till you make it. They want you to explain why you chose the products to the client, and don't just look at the people who are interviewing you the whole time. Kind of engage your model and pretend that this is like a real life situation. So explain to the client why you chose those particular products. Try and teach them something new. Try and have them look at the mirror and really look at exactly what you're doing as far as applying the makeup to their face, or etc., etc. You really want to teach them and get them to buy the products that you're putting on them. Buy the products that you're putting on them. They kind of want you to close the sale before the entire demo is over. So kind of like making sure the client is interested in buying that product before the end of the service. They're also looking at your technique, they're looking at your confidence, and they're looking at how you do the cleansing routine. So at Sephora, when we prep our client's skin before makeup application, it's always we cleanse, we treat, we moisturize, and then we finish with like an SPF. So other than that, like I said, I've been working for Sephora for like a year now, so I don't know specific questions as to what they asked of me, but you definitely want to have customer service experience, a lot of retail experience, like I said, that they can ask you about, that you can give scenarios of, and that you can use to inference your answers. You also should have a pretty extensive product knowledge as to hair, makeup, and skincare, and everything that we sell at Sephora online and in store. They want to see that you're well-rounded and that you really know your stuff. It would also be a super bonus if you knew about the histories of Sephora, or beauty insider knowledge, or the services that we offer at Sephora. So you know the tiers, the rouge, the beauty insider, and the VIB. And the services that we provide at Sephora, literally you can just like look at the menu bar at the beauty studio and you can see that we offer mini makeovers, we offer custom makeovers, we offer classes. Be knowledgeable of the technology that Sephora has, the moisture meter, the color IQ, the skincare IQ, the fragrance IQ, all of those things. If you mention it, they'll be super duper impressed. Yeah, so that's it guys. I hope that was super duper helpful. I hope you guys get the job that you're looking for. Good luck. I would definitely love to hear you guys' experiences. Feel free to comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. And I really also hope this was super duper helpful. Like I said, it's been a long time since I was interviewed for Sephora, so I didn't really know the specifics, but I'm telling you, as long as you follow that general guide that I gave you, you will be a-okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.